Angel, were you gaslighting me this entire time and just lying to me straight up? Bro? Angel. There you are. I was worried about you, Angel. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. I know, Angel. I know what you're gonna say. Angel, what happened to you? I want to ask you the same thing. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm scared, Angel. He's tricked you, hasn't he? Angel, listen. No. I can't believe you let him fool you. After all I did for you. This isn't fair, Angel. Please don't call me that. What else am I supposed to call you? Please, Angel. This is just another one of his tricks, can't you see? Come with me. We can be together like we used to. I'm sure you'll remember everything when you give me the pocket mirror. No. Yes. I'm here to help you, Angel. So please, even if we can't become whole again like before, at least we can be together. Please, Angel. You have to believe me. But I don't. Then what? You rather believe him, is that it? You don't know what he's like. Look at my hand, Angel. This is what he's capable of. If you go to him, he's gonna... I'm not gonna meet him, Angel. Angel. But I can't bring myself to believe you either. I know my name isn't Angel. I'm not part of you, never was. Because he told you so. No, You just what? I just don't know who you are. Please, I need you to tell me what's going on. At first I didn't know Harpae or Fleta or Lisette, but they weren't complete strangers to me. The more I got to know them, the more I remembered about them. I'd forgotten about them somehow, but now I know they've always been here with me. Not you, Angel. I've never known you. You were never... You want to know who I am? I'm you, Angel. And you are me. No. I don't know who you are, but I'm not... Tell me then. Who are you? I don't know. You don't know. And who's going to tell you, Is it Harpae? Did she guide you like I did? Was she honest with you? Angel, what about Fleta or that rag doll of hers? Did those two wait for you here like I did, all alone? Angel, stop. How about Lisette? Did she tell you your name? Did she sacrifice herself for you like I did? Angel, that's... What did any of them ever do for you, Angel? Enough. I forgive you, Angel. What? All you want is to be together. I understand. Yes, but what is this all of a sudden? That's what you said, Angel. This or that was the answer we've been looking for all this time. Angel, what are you? Come with me, Angel. Let us part. Where am I? So bright. Okay. In a friggin' magical go transformation? Now she's God. Welcome, Angel. Platinum? The Shining One? Nani? My name is Platinum. No, you're... I'm so glad to have you here with us, Angel. What are you doing? Get away from me! There's no need to shout, Angel. Don't touch me. I have to thank you. You helped me find our home, our reason. What are you talking about? Come, Angel. You can be at peace with me here, with us. I will protect you. No, stop! I will keep you safe from him. After all, you're part of me, aren't you? As you've always been. Okay. Ending number 1, Platinum. She transforms into God, and all the friends that she made along the way have now become her dolls, I guess. They don't seem to be, it seems nice, the aesthetic seems nice, and she seems happy, but like I feel like there's like an underlying, like a darker tone to it where I feel like the people that she's like setting on their thrones, or like little chairs or whatever, they're not really, real. They're just dolls. Is the idea. I feel like you look at the picture as well. She looks happy, but then there's like you see the eye there. She's crying as well. Maybe, I don't know. But I guess that's it. I'm assuming it's gonna be the credits now. There you go. I'm assuming that's kind of like the. I mean, it says ending number 1. Oh, wow. I don't know if I want to talk over this, but I mean, well, it's just the credits, But, I also don't know if this get copyrighted. That's the thing. That's why I also want to talk over it, because I don't know if they get copyright claimed. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Sometimes, even though developers put songs in their games and everything, sometimes the songs themselves are separate, right, in terms of copyright. I'm not sure. But anyway. But there you go. I mean, I'm not done with the playthrough yet, but I guess that was my first playthrough. I got the first ending. I'm assuming that's just kind of like the neutral ending. It didn't seem like super bad necessarily, but it also seemed like it wasn't necessarily like a good ending. Because of course, Angel at the end there was kind of panicking, right? And like, oh no, don't kill me or whatever. So it kind of ended on like I don't know, like a bittersweet note, I guess. And obviously, not much of it was explained either. I feel like this game. Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe if we get more endings, maybe more of the backstory will be explained a little bit. But I mean, basically, my impression, so far is that it definitely is kind of like an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, right? Where everything's kind of like really surreal. It's kind of like a fever dream. Very little makes sense, but like it's supposed to be a metaphor for what for what's going on in real life is the idea, right? There's kind of like a parallel. I mean, we see like literally, quite literally from the letters, the notes. Sometimes it refers to like real life, actually. Though I still don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what exactly is going on. However, who's that? Wait. I mean, she looks a little bit different. I mean, she looks like the main character as well, but the main character has brown hair, right? The dress is like red. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, everything's like really weird and everything, and obviously it's like a parallel to like the characters and what's going on in the real life, quote unquote, in reality, I guess. It's interesting. It's interesting. At the end though, there's a lot of like you know, again, a lot of cutscenes. It seems like it feels like cutscenes anyway. Where you don't got a lot of control at the end. I feel like. But, I don't know. Still pretty cool visuals though. Anyway, extra rooms unlocked. New game plus unlocked. There we go. Want to explore that, I guess. Creators commentary unlocked. Great. I guess we're gonna save. I guess we'll just save there. I guess we reload there. Let's start a new game. Oh, and we start all over again. Here we go again. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm assuming there's various conditions in order to unlock different endings, and it's going to involve a lot of like, you know, going through the game like multiple times. I could save a bit of time maybe by like making a save at a certain point, presumably. I don't know. I guess we'll see. On the video though, most likely it's gonna be a lot of editing. but yeah, I guess we'll see. Alright. So in order to get a different ending, we actually have to pick very specific choices. So for Harpae, you actually don't want to help her in this situation when she gets stuck here. Are you sure? I can help if you need me to. Yes, I am. Please stand back a little, miss. She can do it herself. I would very much appreciate it if you didn't underestimate me, my girl. I'm sorry, Harpae, I was just worried. And where have you been all this time? I told you not to wander around by yourself. Why do you keep disobeying me? I think this dialogue's the same. And when she asks us to hold your hand, I believe you say yes? Even though hand-holding is lewd? Okay, so at this point, you actually don't want to help her. It's a little unintuitive, but like, again, the right decision here is actually do not help her, as it turns out. You think you would want to help her, but I guess not. Just please be careful. There's no need to worry about me, my girl. I will get us both out of this mess, so please wait just a little bit longer. Alright. And thus she pushes things out of the way. Amazing. Alright. See? I did it by myself. I think you say that was dangerous. Abunai. That was dangerous, Harpae. That's why I went ahead, my girl. I did nothing more than my rightful duty. Thank you, Harpae. Oh, my girl. There's no need for you to thank me. I'm here to help you and I always will be. Please don't ever forget that. I won't. Well then, let's go. Yes. Alright. Let's see. I think in this choice, which I did in my first playthrough, you actually want to hold her hand here. You know, it's like, basically don't help her, but also hold her hand. You know? That's basically what you do. Thank you, Harpae. And I believe in this decision, you are not supposed to take action like a, like horror RPG maker protagonist, but rather you're supposed to appeal to her, whatever that means, I guess. Just appeal to Harpae. It'll be alright, don't worry. We'll just have to keep going. I'm sure this will lead us somewhere. It won't lead us. It won't lead us anywhere, my girl. There's nothing for us out there. Why do you say that? Let's just stay here for the time being. Nothing good will come out wandering around. But we can't just stay here. This is an order, miss. Harpae, I can't sit here and wait. But you will. No, Harpae. I'm sorry, but I can't. What do you think you're... Alright, let's see. If we did everything right, then this will be a different outcome. Let's see. Harpae. You came to me. What happened? You walked away and I apologize, my girl. It wasn't my intention to hurt you. No, I have no excuse for what I've done, miss. There's nothing I can do now to amend my demeanor. I should also apologize to you, Harpae. I feel like I've disappointed you. Not at all. Even if that's the case, Harpae, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. There's nothing to apologize for, miss. I'm here to guide you, and I've failed. There's no excuse. No, Harpae. I think you've done more than enough for me. You don't need to comfort me. I'm aware I've failed you. But you haven't. You're the one who saved me from that girl. You also comforted me. You listened to me, you. You've even made this cardigan just for me. So please, don't blame it all on yourself, Harpae. Thank you. Thank you so much. Harpae, please don't cry. I didn't mean to. You did nothing wrong, my girl. I'm simply overjoyed. Nothing more. Harpae, I want to thank you for everything. Talking to you made me understand myself a little bit better. Oh, my girl. I did nothing but my duty. Thank you, Harpae. You're very welcome, miss. I'm sure you'll be able to find your way now, without me. Yes, I will. Thanks to you, Harpae. I still have a few warnings for you, my girl. Please, listen carefully while you still can. Yes, that girl who chased you before. Her name is Lisette. Lisette. She's deeply ill. Harpae, what does she want from me? Everything, I'd say. What do you mean? What she needs is your hand, my girl. You shouldn't approach her carelessly, and she isn't what she seems. Lisette, she's part of the reason why I'm here. Harpae, you must find her. You both need to be reunited, or else. I'm afraid you won't be able to find yourself. There's one request I must make of you. What is it, Harpae? Please, do not lose yourself. You are yourself, my girl, and no one else. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a glimpse of your name. I believe you'll find your way, so please. I beg of you, miss. Harpae, please, remember me. Harpae, wait! I'm sorry for all I've done. I never... No, Harpae, please. I didn't mean to hurt you. Harpae, please. Be careful. You mustn't let go. Again. Harpae, open your eyes. Harpae. No. I got her regalia, though. Harpae. Alrighty, so when Lisette asks you how you know her name, you actually want to say this. You know, you don't want to say this, even though that's technically true. You actually want to say you remembered her name yourself. I remember your name, Lisette. Lisette, You filthy liar. No, Lisette, I just... Wait, Lisette! Lisette, I just want to understand you. Alright. So in this decision, so something I just want to show real quick. Last time, my first playthrough, I chose accept, and that was the right decision. But what happens if you choose protect instead? Assuming that means, you know, trying to protect yourself from the incoming scissor slash. Lisette. Lisette. I did it. I broke it. I'm free. Oh, there you go. A little special game over, I guess. Get an achievement, actually. That's what happens when, I guess, you deny yourself. Alright, so I kind of already did this in my first playthrough, but just to show it again, you have to say yes when presented this choice. Obviously. I don't know why you wouldn't say yes, but, you know. Well, I don't know if this is important. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the video, but I did notice, actually, in order to proceed, you actually have to go to the left here, but you can actually go to the right as well. And we can just look down this corridor real quick, just to see. I wonder what's over here. Oh, it's a bunch of Lisette. Oh no. Okay, go the other way. Oh, and there's a bunch of Lisette. I guess I'm soft locked. But no, actually, you can go in this way. They did that trick before, actually. You go one way, you go the other way, and you come back the other way again. But I believe you can go here. Oh. And it's a nice little, I guess, secret? Not really a secret, but, you know. It's an extra, I guess, extra Lisette. To break the pocket mirror is the only way out. No, it's not. Lisette must shatter the soul within. Lisette. But yeah. Go here. And funny enough, you see the mirror here. You actually see yourself. Interesting little detail. Okay. So let's see if we got a better outcome. Lisette. I finally found you. You're Lisette, aren't you? Aren't you tired of making a fool of yourself? What? What do you expect to gain from all of this? What more could you even want from me at this point? Lisette, that's not what I... Then what is it? You always say no. You always say this isn't what you meant to do. Then what is it? What is it you meant to do when you read that letter? That's what you are. You're nothing but a filthy hypocrite. No, Lisette. I'm not. Did Harpae tell you so? I envy you. I too would like to play innocent and escape. Just like you. You're right, Lisette. This is all I've done until now. That's not all you've done, you filthy liar. Lisette, shut up. What have you come here to do? To act like Fleta and scorn me? Or act like Harpae and scold me? No, Lisette. I came here to understand you. Was there to understand? What is there to understand? I wanted to see you with my own eyes. Not Fleta's or Harpae's. Liar. I don't want to hide behind their backs anymore. I want to understand you and to understand myself. Is that so? What about that little angel of yours? Are you gonna try and understand her too? I'm not gonna fall for it. Lisette, listen, I'm tired of listening to the likes of you. Don't act like you're ready to atone for your sins. How pitiful can you get? I don't understand. Of course you don't. You'll never understand any of this. You're as hopeless as I am, don't you see? There's no way out. You're gonna lose him no matter how hard you try. Him? Ooh. So why bother? No. Give me the pocket mirror. I'll end it for us, so you won't have to. Give it to me. No. You ignorant child. How selfish can you be? Why won't you put me out of my misery? Why do you keep holding on to that ridiculous curse? You don't understand what Elise did to you. Stop holding on to her words and let the pocket mirror go. No. I will not give up. I may not know who I am. And just like you said, I may not understand anything. Stop pretending. But I want to know who I am, who you are, and what I'm doing here. Why do I have to solve RPG Maker horror game puzzles and go through chase sequences? I need to know, Lisette. How righteous of you. No, I'm not righteous at all. I'm just a coward. I'm nothing but a coward. I couldn't save Fleta or Harpae. I locked you away along with my secrets. All I ever did was pretend, and even Angel. Even I might just be part of this delusion. Lisette. This might all have been useless, and I might lose to him in the end, and even give in to you. But I... don't. Lisette, just for a little longer. I'm not the one you want to say those words to. Lisette, I really am the worst in you. Thank you, Lisette. Alright. We'll just continue onwards. And went over here now. This is different. But that's good ending is as much about self-love and forgiveness as about this lovely atmosphere. Regalia was a lot of fun to develop, it being so different from Harpae's and Fleta's. Guess so. Yeah, more crosses. A lot of crosses. So much death. I'm here, Lisette. I finally found you. You know my name. Although I can't hear it, I can tell. Lisette, I just want to tell you I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lisette. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lisette. I'm so sorry I did this to you. Please forgive me. I will atone for my sins in your stead. All of them. I wish I could have gotten to know you. Me too. Lisette, before I go, I want to tell you that I love you. I love you just as much as Harpae and Fleta. Yuri baiting. Anyway. I should let you rest. Thank you, Lisette, for everything you've done for me. I won't forget you. Thank you. There you go. We got the final Regalia. It's her scissors, except not rusty this time. It's clean. And now we can use it to throw it at our opponent. You know, it's like Mega Man. By gaining the power of these Regalias, we can use different powers. And no, I guess not. So, we've collected all of the Regalia from all of the characters. Let's see what happens when we go through the fog gate, I guess. Angel. I need you to tell me what's going on. What do you mean? Angel, where have you been? I was worried about you. I'm sorry I left without you earlier. I saw your reflections. You're not who you say you are. What? Angel, are you alright? You know that's not my name. Yes, it is. What are you talking about? I know who you are. What? Please, Angel, don't lie to me. I'm not. I've never lied to you. Have you met him? Is that it? No. You've met him, haven't you? You're the one who's been lying to me from the beginning. Angel, don't call me that. Why are you doing this? Because I want to accept you, Angel. What? I know you're not truly part of me, and I know what you want from me. Angel, that's absurd. But I still want to accept you. There's no need for us to be enemies. So please come with me. Angel, you're mistaken. Oh, he transformed. Magical girl transformation. Don't call me that. That's not who I am, Angel. I want you to have a place to belong. So please, come with me. We can be together, Angel. I don't need pity from the likes of you. Give me what I want now. No, Angel, I won't. Give me the pocket mirror. Oh no. Boss battle. Oh, I didn't know you're supposed to move. Oh, I died. That was anticlimactic. Alright. Let's go. Run. Ah! Over here. Oh, and she does that. Whoop. You just, ruin Fleta's, picture. Now, even more vandalism? What the heck, man? Don't call the cops. Press Z. You can actually press enter as well, by the way, so I can just I'm so fast. I'm super fast. Can't catch me. Stop. That pocket mirror belongs to me. Oh, what? Hello? I finally got it. Oh no, my magical girl transformation. It's mine. Angel, give it back. Give it back. What did you ever do to deserve this toy of yours, I've earned it unlike you. I'm the main character now. Give me back my pocket mirror, Angel. It doesn't belong to you, even though in my sprite, I still have a pocket mirror, by the way. You know, I'm still holding it in my sprite. Don't worry about it. But it does now. It's finally in my grasp where it belongs. I'm finally free. That's enough, Angel. Can't you see? You've lost, Missy. This is my ticket out of this place. I can finally live. I can live. Angel. Silence. Look at yourself. All that struggling, making a fool of yourself over and over. And for what? Angel. We're different. We've always been different. That's not what you were saying before, but anyway. Give it back, Angel. Angel, what have you... I do owe you my gratitude, Missy. Had you been so naive, Angel! No. No, how could you? Angel, calm down, we can still... How could you? Demon! After all I've done! No. Not like this. What are you standing there for? Help me! I don't know, you've been doing like a villainous monologue this whole time, and how like you're way better than me, and then you just insult me and everything. I don't know, man. Not like this. I want to live. Not too bad. Angel. I'll remember you, Angel. I'll remember all of you. A little item in their slot, I guess. And now we can leave. And now we're here. Did we wake up? Pure white sheets lie on the bed, carefully embroidered with the finest golden thread. A golden frame mirror stands in the corner, perpetually reflected. Perpetually reflecting its surroundings. Medical report. Okay. You can barely see, oh, it's all kind of scribbly, but Goldia de... I forget I can't recurse it, but you know, the family name that we saw in the library, basically. Okay, so that confirms that she's part of that family, basically. Father, family. Does that say deceased? You know, wait, I think that says deceased. Family equals deceased. Dead. The door is closed, its porcelain knob polished and shiny as can be. I can open the menu, but nothing new in the menu. Alright. There we go. Ending number 2. Dawn. I guess she just wakes up. I was like, huh. And it was all a dream. I mean, I kinda suspected that. A little, I don't know. A little just kinda like, it just happens, I guess. A little anticlimactic. Because it's just kinda like, and that's it. I don't know. Nope. It's mine. My pocket mirror. No. Angel. No. Stay away. You can't do this. Give me back what's mine. Come with me, Angel. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want your pity. I want to accept you. Accept me. I don't need any of that. Angel, don't be stubborn. Stop being a little bitch. No, anyway, I don't need your acceptance. I don't want your sympathy. I'm trying to help you. Angel, I want to take you away from this place. And give me that pocket mirror. You've seen it, haven't you? You know what I want. So all you have to do is give it to me. That's not the answer, Angel. What do you suggest then? Getting accepted by you? Yes. I want you to leave this place with me, Angel. What for? You can drop your little righteous act now. It's not an act, Angel. We can both live together. And why should I believe you? I believe him, and we can both see where that took me. I'm not him, Angel. You know me. Even if we didn't have much time, I want to be together, Angel. I lost my chance. No, you didn't. We can still... Yes, I did. I lost it the moment You didn't, Angel. We have me. We have each other, don't we? But I'm not. You saw it. He showed you what I did. And I forgive you for, I guess... I don't know. I still don't really know what the implication of that was when she went through the mirror, but I guess she murdered like a version of her? I'm not sure. Anyway. I forgive you for your homicide. I forgive you, Angel, so please. Come with me. You're too good for your... or you're too kind for your own good. No, Angel. I'm sorry. For trying to deceive you, I don't even know your name. But we know yours. Come with me, Angel. Let's be together. I'll be waiting then. For you to come tell me your name. I will, Angel. And then I got a scythe. I swing it around to test its, its weight. No, thank you. There you go. We have collected all of the golden objects. Huh? Okay. Mommy! Godia, be careful. Elise, okay? Look what I found! So she's Elise. Aren't they pretty? I found them in the garden. Oh my. To think we had such a thing hidden in our garden. Can I wear them? Can I? No, they're too big for you. Then can we keep them, can we? Mommy will keep them for when you get older. Is that alright? Yes. Come on in now. Let's have some tea. Alright. So that... Huh. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to piece all this together, but I mean, obviously that's her when she was younger. Because assuming ending 2 is also canonical. Like, ending 2 is like when she's older, I guess. And ending 3 is when she's younger. It's kind of like a flashback, really. And Elise is her mother. So Elise, a mysterious character we've only seen like a few times, like in the credit scene, and that like one chase sequence, I guess. I think she was referenced a few times as well. The letter, was I think mentions Elise. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but all right. So in order to get a different ending, you actually need to go through the game yet again, but this time get all the bad outcomes, which I kind of already did in the first playthrough, but I didn't do for Fleta's. So let's see what happens if you get like a bad outcome with her. Which basically all you need to do is, I think, just let her win. Whenever you play cards, and whenever you catch the butterflies, just let her win, basically. And then we skip to this part where we finish the musical chairs. I'm sure this will be enough, Fleta. Now please, you promise what? No. I will not let you leave. You can't leave me. Fleta. Silence. Why don't you realize you belong with me? Can't you see? All of this is for you, and yet... Why won't you acknowledge me? Acknowledge you? You should acknowledge my superiority by now. I'm not gonna let you go, miss, no matter what. No matter if I win or lose. Fleta, I don't understand. Why should I be the one to disappear? What is it that you don't understand? You wanted someone to play with, but you never been my friend from the start. So why should I be the one in the wrong? Enough. Igliette. What do you want? That is enough, Fleta. What are you saying? Don't interrupt me. You know this isn't fair, Igliette. Enough. No, this is not enough. What's going on? What's the matter, Igliette? Are you on her side now? You've been scolding me since you got here. What have you done to Igliette? Nothing. I didn't do anything. This is all your fault. Why'd you have to go? Silence. Be quiet, Fleta. Don't you talk back to me like that. Listen, my most precious Fleta. Do you remember our most beloved garden? What are you talking about? Do you remember who you are, Fleta? Do you remember what I am? Igliette, would you shut up? It's time we stop the petty lies, Fleta. Lies? What lies? Fleta, it's no use trying to... I don't know what you're talking about. It's time for you to free us from this cage, Fleta. No. Enough is enough. No. I'm no longer going to live this farce. No, what are you doing? You don't have the right to do this to me, Igliette. Who are we, Fleta? I'm the princess and you're the queen. Don't make me lose my temper, you stupid doll. No, stop that. I told you to stop. What's the matter, Fleta? Why are you crying? Please, Igliette. Igliette. Look around you, Fleta. Is this what you want? Was this how you wanted to be perceived? Igliette, that's... It is time to let go. I'm sure you understand. No, I don't understand. Stop saying that, you're scaring me. And what is there to be afraid about a measly doll? You're not a doll. You're the queen. Igliette, please stop lying. Truth is a virtue, which never had its place in this world, Fleta. It's time you let yourself go, my girl. And how about you disappear instead? I'm not going anywhere. This is my kingdom, and you're my queen. I command you to stay here with me. No, Fleta. I am nothing but one of your lies. And this is what I will always be. Egliette, don't you dare say her name! There's no other way to deal with such egoism. I believe we are of the same opinion regarding our princess, are we not? Egliette, that's not... Egoism? She's the one who only cares about herself! I'm afraid our time to part has come. There's a reason for you to be here, and Fleta is only but a small part of it, my girl. You know this just as well as I do. No, Egliette, what are you talking about? She's not going anywhere. This isn't Fleta's dream, and neither is it mine. It's no use losing yourself in worthless delusions. Egliette, that's not what I... Everything. You're to blame for everything. This is all your fault. Someone like you wouldn't know what it's like to be left behind. Someone like you. Someone like you should just disappear. No. Egliette. Please, I beg you. Please keep Fleta close to your heart. Fleta, you told me we were friends. Alright, there you go. And by the way, this only happens if you let her win. You know, she's such a sore winner, I guess. But yeah. That's like this is kind of like the bad outcome of Fleta's route. And I really feel like you have to intentionally, you know, want to like get the bad outcome in order to trigger it, because otherwise I feel like, you know, it's really easy to not lose in her games. Anyway. So, we're all the way back here yet again. This is like another playthrough that I did, where basically I got none of the regalia. You know, it's like the opposite, where, you know, you don't try to get any of the good outcomes with any of the characters, and it all just ends horribly. Let's see what happens when we do that. Angel? Where have you been? Oh, it's just... Just? It's nothing. You know, Angel? Yes? Oh, this was much easier than I thought it would be. Don't you think? What do you mean? It's about time you give me the pocket mirror, Angel. So hand it over, will you? Angel, what are you... Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Well then. It seems I'll just have to take it by force. Run away. Ah! Ah! Nope. Yamero. You can't catch me! I mash the buttons super quick. Give me the pocket mirror. Now. Joe, please don't do this. It's useless to run, Missy. I'm going to... Huh? Eh? Angel? pumpkin. What are you standing there for? The show is about to start. What are you talking about? Let's not waste any more time. Follow me. Okay, sure, why not? You don't have anything else to do. Hello? Oh. Well, well. Look who's here. You must be quite tired, poor thing. Why don't you take a seat? Much better. You know, this would be considerably more entertaining if you at least say something. Yes, that's enough. Actually, I have a better idea. Oh, what? Freaking sewed our lips. Let me tell you, my little princess, that look suits you rather well. Goodness gracious. The bonus catch ended up being more valuable than what I initially bargained for. Well then, let us begin, shall we? Just in case you get thirsty. Not like you'd be able to drink it anyway. This particular tale starts with someone very special. Can you guess who it is? That's right! You! Such a lovely, innocent child. Food is all, that's what you did. Nothing but a dirty little liar you are. This big family of yours sure is packed with surprises, isn't it? I'm going to take that as a big, shameful yes. Oh dear, I'm so sad and alone. Please, oh please, I need someone to be my friend. Never fear, the despicable Fleta is here. I should write a book sometime, don't you think? I should turn this into like an RPG Maker horror game or something. And then like remake it like a few years later, you know? Make the big bucks on Steam. Now, Despicable Fleta. That's me. Bossy, selfish, mean, childish, greedy, needy. All good qualities, don't you think? Who could ever want a better friend than Fleta? You really don't have any sense of humor, do you? Oh well, we can't have it all now, can we? I think I might be forgetting something. Ah yes, that moody ragdoll of hers. The one with the lovely lazy eye. Yes, Fleta, you're right, Fleta. You're so pretty, Fleta. Until finally... boom! Two shameless little liars. Pink is the cure to all insecurities and fears. I'm a little coward who pretends to be mature. That's something you all have in common, don't you think? Oh? But what's this? Could it be something that doesn't concern Fleta in the least? I'm Fleta. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to take a peek anyway. That was quite the peek she took. What's this? What could be hidden in such hateful letters? Something not worth dealing with, I'm sure. I can't believe these ugly lies. This has got to be that girl's fault. But who could ever be responsible for such a catastrophe? The truth is often too cruel to face, isn't it? Consequently, sacrifices have always been necessary, haven't they? Lisette, 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 left all alone in her tiny oubliette. No, you don't understand. I'm innocent. Such a shame no one else thought so. Boo! They're throwing tomatoes, I don't know, it's like... I'm sorry, please forgive poor Lisette, she's just a fool. Too bad. No fools allowed. I must break the mirror. Break it to pieces. Wrong again. Poor, poor Lisette. Damned to an existence of rejection and tears. There's only one thing to do as scapegoats, and that was... punishment. You be safe with me, my girl. Admirable, isn't she? I am Harpae. I must prevent Lisette from murdering us all. Such righteousness, such elegance, such intelligence. But of course, all of this glory must come with a price. Abandoned by brother, pressured by father, cursed by mother. I am Harpae. I mustn't give in to the cruelty of this world. A pure soul, ladies and gentlemen. Until... oh dear, it seems I can no longer bear my fate. Bummer. Seems there's only one thing left to do now, isn't there? Is that her guts, by the way? Or did she get like chopped in half? I think she got chopped in half. Anyway. Still feeling bad for letting Harpae shatter. Boo-hoo. It seems she's never coming back. Aren't you expressive? Well, you must be wondering why I'm doing all this. No reason. I just like to troll people. Lol. No. I'm just here to claim what's mine, that's all. I figured I could have some fun with all of these amusing reflections of yours while I'm here. I even taken the chance to create my very own. Isn't she quite the masterpiece? I'm going to become a real girl. As if I ever let you. Shut up. Let me go. Oh, angel of mine, aren't you brave? I try to outsmart this strange boy. Stop. What did you get in exchange, No. Humiliation and a mouthful of thorns. Well then. It is time you come to me. Miss Little Goody Two Shoes? The witching hour. Great. There you go. You know? Yeah. Things are not going so well. Alright. There you go. So there's one more ending we can get. This is actually a new ending from the remake, actually. This is acquired by getting only one Regalia. So basically, you only get the good outcome of only one of the characters on New Game Plus. So you have to do it on at least your second playthrough. And well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Angel. There you are. I was worried about you, Angel. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. I know, Angel. I know what you're going to say. Angel, what happened to you? I want to ask you the same thing. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm scared, Angel. He's tricked you, hasn't he? Angel, listen. No. I can't believe you let him fool you. I can't believe him let... Anyway. After all I did for you. This isn't fair, Angel. I'm still so confused, I know. I'm confused too, Angel. That's why we need to stick together. If you let him deceive us, then... I believe you, Angel. You don't know us the way I do, Angel. I can fix us, but only if you give me the pocket mirror. Fix us. Make us whole again. You won't have to feel lost and confused ever again, Angel. Neither of us will. Angel. I trust you, Angel. We can be together now, right? Angel? I can't believe how easy you made it for me. What? Oh, enough of that, Missy. I've had it with your constant whining. Who would have guessed that she would just betray you? I won! I got the pocket mirror! No. No, Angel! Give it back, please! Silence. Angel. Silence, I say. No. I need you to give it... My pocket mirror. This is it. I get to live. I will live. Well done, Angel. You fiend. You betrayed me. Me? I don't recall ever doing such a thing. You can't fool me now. I'm not handing it to you. This pocket mirror is mine. Huh? Who are you? Dare. Who are you? You think this is all you amounted to? I don't care who you are. I've earned my right. So, how's it gonna be, Angel? I'm not handing it over, you fiend. This pocket mirror is mine. This is my very own chance at... happiness. That was close, huh? Jokes aside, you did betray her. Well, what do you say we should do with this silly thing, Henry? More importantly, will it be a waste to leave her like this? Rather nice, aren't you? We have to work on that attitude of yours. She did get you the mirror. Might as well keep her. Even if it's just as a souvenir. Creative, aren't you, Henry? Becoming a golden girl does not suit this daughter of mine, that's true. A special, beautiful being, bathed in gold from head to toe. Souls, once lost the deadly desire and ambition, have a different taste to them, don't they? But who's talking? I guess, well, I guess the pumpkin prince. I don't know what you would call him, but I get, I'm like, That's my nickname for him, the Pumpkin Prince. I guess the Pumpkin Prince is talking. But yeah, souls once lost to their desire and ambition have a different taste to them, don't they? What's more beautiful than your own collection of servants? Worry not, Angel. You'll get to live. As part of my very own herd of lost souls, that is. Alright. There you go. I mean, you know, the guy. I mean, it's very similar to the other ending, the witching hour ending, where he basically wins anyway. I'm assuming. There's some kind of like supernatural implication, though. You know, like my theory is that this is all a dream, but now it's like now there's some kind of like supernatural element to it. There's like, I guess, Goldie dies, but the reflection of her, which is Angel, is forever trapped, I guess, I'm assuming, by this mysterious pumpkin prince dude. And also Henry? Who's Henry? Henry just shows up, by the way. Who? I mean, possibly Goldia's brother? I mean, that's what it looks like. Kind of looks like her, you know? So I've been playing through the game, you know, multiple times and everything, looking for its secrets. There's like one small thing I want to show real quick. It's not that important, I feel like, but on New Game Plus, you can actually interact with this cake over here. You know, so during like Agliette's area and everything, you go through the whole scene, right? And then you interact with that cake, you get a key, and you can actually use it on this. You know, this is normally where the menu would be. Use the key on that, and it opens a little door, and then you can see this little room. What is this? That's basically it. Normally, you actually get some pumpkin charms. Actually, there's like you can pick up like 3 pumpkin charms. I already picked it up though, but basically, you just see this room just full of Agliettes, I guess, just full of Agliette dolls, and that's basically it. It doesn't seem like it interacts with anything. Does it say anything on the wall? It's hard to see. That's basically it. I mean, it's just creepy, you know. And maybe it's just to imply that Agliette obviously is a doll, you know, which I feel like is kind of obvious, but it's supposed to imply they're like multiple bodies of Agliette, I guess, is the idea. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if this room is super significant, but it is new to, I believe, the remake. Anyway. Okay. So there's some other stuff, or there's some other things I want to, you know, show in this game as well. I never got all the wax records in my first playthrough, so I want to do that. And there's also this door, by the way. So this door appears on New Game Plus. However, it's locked, you know, unsurprisingly. So you actually need to get 3 keys in order to unlock this door. So I'm going to show how to do that real quick. Alright, so one of the keys actually to unlock the secret door in New Game Plus is actually over here. I think I interacted with this before, but it says here, The Boy's Midnight Journey by Henry de Helig. The Henry, you know, that's an important name. Read the book. I think I read this before, but I guess I'll just read it again, just because. A certain boy was known to have a problematic condition, one that would only affect him during the night, one that even the best doctors could not explain. Thought to be the work of the devil by many, it was said that the boy would wake up during the night and speak to the ones that had perished. Despite the various attempts to cure him of his curse, the boy kept on being disturbed by strange voices during the night. Everything on this page is scratched out. There's something right on the inside of this back cover. No one around him will ever know about his secret of his. Such a privilege belongs only to me, my dear. This is the only thing written in the back. I got a blue key. There you go. So that's one of the keys you have to get. And you can only get it on New Game Plus, I believe. So to get the rest of the keys, we also might as well get all the wax records. Because one of the wax records also, you know, gives you the key. So we're going to collect the wax records as well. If you remember, the wax records can be used of the photograph that we found in the library. So we're going to collect all of them as well. I didn't get the chance to collect all of them the first time. Okay, so there's one here as well that's in the actual library itself. This is what I got the first time. kind of just drops there. Pick that up. There's a wax record in this room. You know, apparently if you stay in here for too long, you die, which I didn't realize, but you actually do have to pick this up. And then run, you know, get out. Something I didn't do last time. I guess I was just talking and I totally did not realize, but you don't just die from picking that up, you die if you don't leave the room as fast as you can. There you go, another picture. Smile, does that look like a smile? So I believe there's another wax record over here. I somehow missed. It's in the grand piano. There you go. And another picture. Seems like the pictures are just variations of, you know, faces being crossed out. I don't know. So we're in this room again. So this is after the murder party. And obviously you never solve the puzzle. You just need to use a pocket mirror. What I didn't realize my first playthrough actually is that the way to solve this is actually to face a certain direction. Something I didn't realize. You sort of face this way, you face that way, you know, whatever like way you face is actually how you uncover objects in this room. As it turns out, there's something on the left, so something I didn't see last time. But we can look at this real quick. To my dear sister, whom I love very much, I will beg you to forgive me, yet I will not have the chance. Sadly, you're the youngest of us twins, and thus is your name that is at stake. Though I cannot take your place per se, your freedom is within our reach. I, Henry de Helig, solemnly vow to protect your name. That is, if that woman's memento is still in your grasp at dawn. Henry. Henry's mentioned again. There's something about this letter that feels familiar to me. The rest is completely scratched out. I can't read it. The Memories of a Forgotten Boy by Henry de Helig. I don't know how to pronounce that. Helig? But that's the family name that's been mentioned multiple times in the library. Or at least once, I don't know. It's complete blank from start to finish. There you go. So that's how you get the other blue key. I believe you also have to open this box to get the wax record. Which I think I got last time. I can't remember. A little picture here. The mother's crossed out, I'm assuming. Alrighty. So we got all the wax records. So let's play them here. You know, and this is connected to the keys as well, but let's just start from the beginning. Let's choose number 1. I think I did at least, you know, I think I played at least one of these wax records. I don't remember which one, but let's just, you know, see them all in order maybe. Let's see. I'm recording this. Leave you my children, my testimony of what I have brought upon of our lives. A being whose, hold my beloved daughter's name, everything mother could do for you. Hope is, your pocket mirror, my girl. All that I can say, deepest regrets are now a burden to you. Alright, very cryptic. A lot of it is just cut off, so it's, you know, it's kind of like hard to make sense of that. But it seems like that was from the perspective of mother, I think? I don't know. To a daughter? Number 2. Oh, Elise. Elise. You really did think you fooled me, didn't you? Worry not, my dear Elise. For I, your faithful patron, shall collect the deed in due time. You wouldn't want our lovely golden agreement to be all for naught now, would you? That sounds like the Pumpkin Prince. Or Pumpkin Demon, you know, more aptly named. But, you know, the guy that you always see teleporting everywhere. Something about talking to Elise and something about like a deal that they made, I guess? Well, let's do number 3. There's a secret I share with Mother. A secret you and Father pretend not to know about, are well aware of its consequences. I'm intending to take it with me to the grave when the time comes, however. Unlike Mother, I will take his hand with... Or I will take his hand... Will? That's a weird sentence. Unlike Mother, I will take his hand with full commitment. I think that's with? I'm not sure. Nor or not regret leaving you in that man's hands. Perhaps, if he so wishes, we'll be able to meet again someday. My dear sister. There you go, there's a blue key. I'm guessing that's Henry. Henry seems to be the brother? Now I'm not sure who the brother is. The brother of Elise? That's what I'm guessing, actually, because it always seems to imply, because, you know, looking at all this without the context that Goldia has a mother, you would think Goldia is the subject to all of these, like, cryptic messages. It could also be it could also be referring to Elise, you know, Elise being the sister instead, possibly. And that's why you see those photos, you know, you always see someone that looks like Goldia is actually her mother. When she was younger, possibly. That's what I'm guessing anyway. Which one did I use? Did I use them before yet? Elise? What am I doing? Calling out to you like this? I'm so foolish. So lost without you. Everything changed. And no cigar and no liquor. Not even other women can take my thoughts away from you. Elise, if only I had known how to help you. Well, that sounds like the father. Yeah, and I'm not sure about the relationship. I don't know, I'm not sure. Weird, he mentions other women though, so I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know, it's confusing. Anyway, number 5. Time has come, and yet, atone for my sins, all my regrets, and belong to him. Greed has led me to this. I have no way of... My losses may never get to you, my dear. However, apologies will never be enough to cleanse our fates. Free me from my past. My dear friend whom faithful night in the woods. Meet you in our rightful resting place. My dear, love, Rose Inn? I don't know what that means. Well, there you go. That's all the wax records. And possibly, well, I don't know. Because, you know, I can't see it right now, but possibly the pictures that you pick up with those wax records might indicate who's actually speaking, if I had to guess. So, I have no idea just by looking at these wax records, but I don't know. Can I inspect them actually? Well, I can inspect them, but there's there's nothing that says like what the picture was, you know. So you probably have to look back in the video to see who's who. Maybe someone else can do that, but I don't know. All right, so we gathered all the keys. Can we go in here yet? I have to use the keys, I imagine. There you go. I use this key. And then I use this key. And finally, I use the third key. Wow. Amazing. Alright, let's go in. Okay. Got achievement. Look around. The mirror surface is dull, as though covered in a thick layer of dust. I got some puppy charms. And look at these paper, or look at the paper on the floor. No, doesn't look like I can. Oh no, I can. Proud of her name. Rosemarine. Rosemarine. Huh. All I could hear were your cries and his impish laughter. Rosemarine? Who's Rosemarine? Who's this now? There's another name I haven't heard of. At all. Impish laughter. Impish laughter obviously reminds me of the pumpkin prince. A hardwood dresser is every drawer completely vacant. There's nothing in here. I can't think for my own fate. Gone away with no consequences. In the dead of night, over and over again. These are all journals. There you go. I got the pumpkin charmer achievement, by the way. So those are all the pumpkin charms that I got. Most of them I got off screen though, so I haven't shown all of the locations because I kind of just did them off screen. But anyway, as though she could save you from over and over and over again. I heard my mother. Your own poor choices. This handwriting is so familiar. The day has finally come, and I don't intend on looking back. I'm choosing my own path, one that'll take me far away from this nightmare. If the only way out is to take that fiend's invitation, then so be it. I will join him. I will entrust myself to him. All for a single chance at happiness. Single chance at happiness. Alright, I mean, this just confuses me more. but I think this is referring to Henry, right? Because we saw Henry in that secret ending, with the new game plus ending, with that dude, right? The pumpkin prince guy. So I'm assuming it's a demon, actually. Some kind of demon or devil. And apparently, Henry's made a deal with the devil for some reason. I'm not sure why. Assuming any of this is real, by the way, as well. Like, this is partially also in the dream world, it seems like. This is not, like, partially this is her asleep. But, like, it's also, like, ambiguously could also be real. Real / dream world, supernatural, I don't know. It's very confusing. Well, there you go. I think that's it. That's pretty much all the lore tidbits of this game. I don't know if I can piece them all together myself, but if anything, this just, this makes it more complicated, really. I thought I knew what was going on, but as it turns out, maybe I have no idea, actually. So, like, okay, so maybe that's to imply, look at these pictures, by the way. So, you see the mother died, and then you see the brother died, right? And then the father died. And that's to imply, because we saw in that one cutscene, we do see the family's graves. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Whereas, like, her parents, or her family dies, including the brother. So Henry himself is actually, again, already dead. And apparently he's still living on some kind of supernatural entity because he made a deal with the devil. Somehow, I don't know. Weird. Alright, so let's look at the extras. Because why not? Well, what do we do here? What is his menu? Confirm? This extra costs 25 pumpkin charms. Well, I literally got all the pumpkin charms in this game, literally all 200. So I better be able to unlock all of these. All right, unlock this. What is this? Oops, I didn't mean to. Oh, I guess you can change rooms. Okay. I guess you go. You choose like this, up and down. Oh, you have to unlock that. Hold on. And just look at this. Can you just look at stuff? Oh, I'm a pumpkin. Amazing. Oh, I leave. Oops. I don't know how to control this. Alright. We're back here. I'm assuming this is basically bonus room stuff. Godia. Alright. Little character profile. She likes apple strudel. He does not like lies. The name Godia is from an ancient North European origin. Golda meaning good life. Hello there, Mr. Pumpkin. It sure is peaceful here, isn't it? I like this place. It brings me good memories. I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away. But you know, Mr. Pumpkin, it feels good to be able to speak freely like this. Breaking the fourth wall and everything. Although I may not have much to say like Fleta and Egliette, or advice to give like Harpae, or Angel's determination and confidence. Even Lisette's honesty. I feel like I'm able to grow at my own pace. These are all memories I want to keep close to me. And this time, I feel like I'm ready to do so. There you go. Gentle sunlight. Oh, yeah, we have questions, actually. What is this place? That's a strange question, Mr. Pumpkin. This place is... If you mean this room, this is the hallway with the best view to the garden. I like staying here. It reminds me of home. And it's warm too, isn't it? I'm sorry. About your question. This is where I come to think, Mr. Pumpkin. Just like Fleta has her dollhouse, you see. Harpae has her manor, and Lisette likes to spend her time in the moonlight. This is my own little corner. I guess a peaceful, bright place where anyone can find me if they need to. It's what suits me best, don't you think? Have you regained your memories? My memories? Not all of it, no. I do share quite a few with Fleta, Harpae, and Lisette, but I remember my family fondly despite everything. My twin brother Henry, I remember we used to spend so much time together. Not only in class and around the house, but in the garden too. Henry would read to me often. I remember he enjoyed writing as well. Okay, that confirms Henry's her brother. Okay. I mean, yeah, makes sense. I was still confused about whether or not it was like Elise, the whole Elise and Goldie thing, you know, I don't know if they're doing some kind of trick where like most of the story was actually about her mother or something, but no, I think, yeah, it makes sense that Henry is her twin brother. I remember, he once told me he would look after me even from afar. I still don't understand what that means even now. What I do understand, Mr. Pumpkin, is that memories are meant to be held dearly, yes. Yet I have more than my memories. Mother loved me despite it all, so did Henry, although I don't know where he is. Father looked after all three of us too, in his own way, and there's still a lot I don't know, Mr. Pumpkin. But I'm content with how things are right now. What about the pocket mirror? What was so special about it? My pocket mirror? I have it right here in my pocket, of course. This mirror, to be completely honest, Mr. Pumpkin, I don't know why I care about it so much. Not at first, but now I do. I don't remember clearly or whether these were her exact words, but Mother gifted it to me. She explained I should keep it with me at all times as a memento, to remember me by when he finally comes for me. Her name was Elise. She never spoke much to me again after giving me this pocket mirror. Father says she was very sick too. All I can do is keep my promise. So I will. I held on to it for so long in her memory, there's no way I can leave it now, is there? Besides, this is the only gift she's ever given me, and I don't remember much about her to begin with. I'm sorry, Mr. Pumpkin. I didn't mean to ramble. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? No, I think that's it. I asked everything. I don't need you anymore. You're useless to me. Worthless. Devoid of dialogue and information and exposition. Begone from my view. Anyway, that's it. Okay, some little extra stuff. It actually is interesting because, yeah, it does explain a little bit about what's going on, her family connections and all that. Apparently, let's see. So, in this room, though, you can also select this. What does this do? Oops, I didn't mean to say no. Try again. Yes. Oh, interesting. You can go here. It's platinum, that we saw very briefly in one ending. And these are just, I'm assuming, lifeless dolls. Platinum, likes, dislikes, character effect, no explanation. What she remind me of? I don't know, she reminds me of some kind of like magical girl, like old like magical girl shoujo anime, I feel like. I don't know. That's weird, she reminds me of. Anyway. Who are you? Who am I, you ask? Platinum is my name. I'm an eternal being born from a very strong desire to survive. You are a pumpkin, I see. I wonder what exactly is the pumpkin's purpose in this realm. It's bizarre how they've always been here, yet feel foreign to me. I tried asking my girls about it, but it hasn't come to anything. Fleta especially. Says she's even made friends with some of your kind. Truly bizarre. Not that it matters, however. Most pumpkins have left this realm of existence after all. What about them? What about them? You're referring to my girls, I'm sure. They're right over here, as you can see. Fleta, Harpae, Lisette, and our newest friend, Angel. Aren't they well behaved now? I've made it a priority to keep my girls close to me. Oh, did I not mention the fifth one? Egliette, was it? Egliette. Had it not been for Fleta nearly shattering, I would have done away with her together with the pumpkins. Yet she remains, much to my annoyance. You see, Pumpkin, Egliette is intertwined with Fleta, yet she isn't entirely part of Fleta. I have no room for anomalies in my realm. One simply is or isn't. A sentient parasite would be a reasonable explanation, perhaps. Whatever the case, I have allowed her to remain in Fleta's possession for the time being. Properly silenced, of course. Will that be all, Pumpkin? Okay, well... where's Goldia? Goldia. As you can see, she's not here. I've heard quite a bit about this Goldia, yet I'm afraid she's no longer with us. You see, Pumpkin, as the eternal being overseeing this realm, I happen to know everything about it. Its origins, its inhabitants, its secrets. As you know, there are things that aren't worth being remembered. Memories are transient things, ephemeral if you like. Goldia too is simply a memory, one that will fade with time as it should. Okay. And there you go. Basically, this is a Shin Megami Tensei lawful ending, by the way, or whatever. Or like law ending, rather. If you didn't know, a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games usually have multiple endings, like either chaos or law or something in between. But like, this is the extreme, of like, basically her like taking over everything to the point where she even forgets herself, And like, she's so, it's like, I don't know, it's symbolic, I guess, symbolic of forgetting the past, removing everything that you were insecure about and like being someone else, but kind of like in a bad way because you don't learn from your past, you don't like accept your past, basically. You reject it instead. I don't know, I feel like that's the impression that I get from her character anyway. It's like trying to be a Giga Chan, or whatever. Or like trying to be like your ideal self, but at the same time, you're like, again, not really accepting yourself, Anyway, pumpkin charms. There you go. I'm assuming this is her room. I guess, let's go here. Oh. Back of the dollhouse, I guess, because I got pumpkins? No? Fleta likes candy, dislikes liars. Everyone hates liars. Character facts. Fleta doesn't actually like to read, so she asked Egliette to read all the books for her. She prefers audiobooks, I guess. Personally, I don't, to be honest. Audiobooks, I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. I feel like listening, I have a harder time absorbing information from listening than I do simply reading, I feel like. I don't know, my brain works differently. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of people like audiobooks, however. There you are. It sure took you a long time to come visit me. I know. I'm sorry, Fleta. Also, again, dialogue bug, I feel like. Where, like, it's not Fleta saying this. You barely even got here and you're already apologizing? Because I promised I would visit you. And you have. Now stop whining. I was gonna ask if you wanted to play with me, but you ruined everything. Well then, would you like to play with me? What do you think you're doing? Asking you if you want to play with me. You're the one who has to play with me, not the other way around. Or isn't it the same thing? No. Fleta, I have to be the one to ask you. But why? Because Egliette said I should ask you instead of making you play with me. Is that so? Why don't you give it another try? Do you want to play with me? Of course, Fleta. That's why I'm here. What do you want to do then? Whatever you like. I'm asking you. You don't have to make that face. Is that weird that I'm asking you this? Not at all. I'm just not used to you being this nice to me. Well, but I'm trying. What are you laughing at? Thank you, Fleta. Alright. How can I talk to you again? Regalia has been talking about you a lot lately. She has? Uh-huh. She says she misses you. That's unexpected. What's so unexpected about that? She just missed you because you took too long. And just so you know, she's also jealous. Jealous? Poor Regalia likes you a bit too much. Is that so? Yes, it is so. I miss Regalia too. Well, I didn't miss you in the least. Tsundere. Not even a bit. Oh, this is no laughing matter. I miss you too, Fleta. Is there more? Don't you ever get tired of having such long hair? Not really. But so long, doesn't it get in the way? I would cut it if I were you. I have always had it like this, so I think I'm used to it. Have you always had short hair, Fleta? Always. I think it suits you. Of course it does. I mean... I think so too. Just so you know, I think your eyes are pretty. I mean, your eyes are pretty. Huh? Don't look so surprised. I'm giving you a compliment. Really? They're pink. And you know I like pink. What are you laughing at? Thank you, Fleta. You're really nice. Okay. Can I talk to you some more? Profile again. Then you have questions to ask? Usually you have questions, yeah. What do you want to do? So you say you want to play. What do you want to do, Fleta? Why don't you tell me what you want to do? I was thinking you could go for a walk in the maze. No can do. The maze is all under construction. Under construction? You heard me the first time. Stop repeating after me. Oh, sorry. Remember how it was all wrong last time you were here? All the paths were mixed up and I couldn't tell which way was which anymore. So I'm having the pumpkins rebuild it. This time it's going to be a proper garden. I'm done with mazes. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Fleta. It's gonna have a lake. A lake? A huge fountain right in the middle. And boats. You go on boat rides in the sun. You like sunny places, don't you, Goodie? I do. How do you know that? I pay more attention to you than you think. You're so rude. Oh, I'm sorry. Regalia also said you like that, so... But I'm not doing it just because you said that. Let that be clear. Are we clear? All clear, Fleta. Oh, but do you know how to swim? What for? In case you fall into the lake. Of course, I thought of everything. I'll just appoint a few pumpkins as lifeguards. They'll know what to do. Right? Yes. How they gonna, like, swim, though? Also, yeah, she mentions, like, Goodie, by the way. I was thinking, like, I mean, at this point, I imagine you already got all the endings and everything, right? So you know her name is Goodie, but her name in the dialogue is still question marks. You know, I feel like wouldn't just say Goodie at this point, right? She even says Goodie, so there's no point in hiding it. Are you lonely? I've been meaning to ask you something. What is it? Are you still lonely? What? That's such a silly question. Of course I'm not. I have Regalia here with me all the time. No, I know. I meant, I want to ask you just to make sure I come here often enough to play is all. You know the answer to that question already, so why ask? What's the answer, Fleta? Well, you'd be living here if it were up to me. I know. Edget's told me already that's not very ladylike of me. And that I can't keep you to myself and I should know better, but you do feel lonely. But I also know you're not going anywhere this time. And I know where to find you if I need you, right? Fleta. Regalia told me I should grow up for your sake too, so I'm trying. I'm really trying. I can see that. Thank you, Flet. Oh, shut up. You talk too much. I'm sorry. I used to apologize too much too. Okay. You have any new games? Do you have a PlayStation 5? So you said you wanted to play. Do you have any new games, Fleta? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Egliette and I have been working with some new ones. I know you'll love them. Really? What are those? I call this one Pumpkin Hop. Pumpkin Hop. That sounds fun. Is it a race up the stairs? First pumpkin to reach the top floor wins? What? That's such a boring idea. You never learn, do you? Pumpkin Hop is all about throwing pumpkins down the staircase, get it? It's just like that, that one game over where Fleta pushes you down the stairs. So each one of us picks up a pumpkin, right? And we can dress up all however we like, cover it in some glitter and ribbons, and we kick them down the stairs. The first one to make it down wins. Isn't that much better? That sounds dangerous, Fleta. Fine. Egliette said I should be more patient with you, so how about this? Oh, this one's called Pumpkin Cricket. Oh, so regular cricket with pumpkins? Yes, but not really. We set the pumpkins out on the lawn, right? And they open and close their mouths really fast while we throw candy at them. The pumpkins that eat more candy, or the pumpkin that eats more candy wins. Is that fun? How is it like cricket? It's not, but who cares? Alright, but we should still be careful, right? Careful about what now? It's just candy. What if we hit a poor pumpkin in the eye, Fleta? Pumpkins are hollow anyway. Oh well, I guess you're right. Oh, I can't wait. Alright. Thus we throw pumpkins. Or we throw, candy into pumpkins. Oh, Egliette's here. Egliette likes dinner parties. Dislikes wrong answers. Queen Egliette continuously allows Fleta to win all of their games in order to avoid tricking tantrums. Okay. It's been a while, hasn't it, little miss? Queen Egliette. It sure has. It's good to see you've turned that frown of yours upside down. I'm rather fond of smart girls like yourself. Perhaps you'd like to work for me as a servant. That's a joke. Oh, I see. Your sense of humor seems to need a bit of work, don't you think? I do like jokes. The pumpkins have some good ones. Pumpkins, you say. Do you not like them, Queen Egliette? They've always sounded a bit idiotic for my taste. Not at all. Come with me, I'll show you. Hello, Mr. Pumpkin. Why, hello there, Miss Queen Egliette. We have a special request for you, Mr. Pumpkin. A request for me? Well, you see, Queen Egliette would like to hear a joke. A joke? Yes, don't you have any you could tell us? Of course, anything for Queen Egliette. Here I go. Have you ever tried to eat a clock? Is that part of the joke, miss? I don't think so. Mr. Pumpkin's probably just nervous. Anyway, have you ever tried to eat a clock, Queen Egliette? Of course not. Why would I ever do such an idiotic thing? That's It's very time-consuming! Very time-consuming indeed. Here, Pumpkin, you can have this candy cane. Oh, thank you so much, Queen Egliette. Say, You're a very kind person, miss. Not as fitting to be a queen as yourself. Indeed. There you go, Queen Egliette. She's so, refined, and everything. Especially in the Fleta's chapter, at the end, she usually is on our side. But in the prologue, though, she's always trying to kill us, however, I feel. I don't know. You ask a question? Haven't you already? Oh, I'm sorry. It was a joke. I do like jokes. So, what do you want to ask of me? Are there any more dolls around? Specifically dolls that look like you. I seem to know the issue you're trying to address, miss. You're trying to ask how Fleta is always carrying me around even when I'm not present. Isn't that right? Yes. Yeah, that is like a I was gonna point that out, actually. Or sometimes her sprite is always carrying an Egliette doll, even when you save her, in the treasure chest at the very beginning. And technically she's not around, but in the sprite she is, which is weird. Yes. There is actually an agreement between Fleta and I. An agreement? How would you feel being carried around all day by a demanding girl such as Fleta? My stomach would feel sick, probably. Exactly. That's why we have agreed she will only carry me whenever I felt like it. And who are the other dolls? They're soft toys that look exactly like me. Ah, I see. I would have never guessed. Okay, that explains that, I guess. It's just like, it's just a copy of her. May I ask you another question, if it's not too much trouble? You sure like to pester me, don't you? Oh, is that a joke too? It's not. Oh, I'm so sorry, Queen Regalia. I really didn't mean to be a bother. Teasing you is truly interesting, little miss. Tell me, what is it like to know? I was just wondering who the ruler of your kingdom really is. Both Fleta and I govern this world of ours, although I am the queen. I thought Fleta would prefer to be the queen. She says limitless fun gets boring after a set period of time. That's why she appointed me as the queen, so that I can help her with her kingdom. I see. Fleta holds you in high regards, miss. I would like to preserve the friendship you forge with her. Of course. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Usually you get more questions, but I guess that's it. Just some extra dialogue. Okay, well that's it. Alright. Anything else? Do we just leave, or we can go? No, okay, yeah, we just we don't actually play over, you know. Funny. Let's see here. I was wondering. Let's see. I guess we can also interact with this. Does this do anything? Is this just her theater, actually? I think this is just a theater. So that's just a... if you want to replay that. What? Everything... what? Wait, what? Why is everything different now? This is scary. Well, no, everything is just... it's just scary. Kind of like a contrast. Alright. Let's move on, I guess. Let's unlock, Harpae's room, I guess. Oh, it's 25 pumpkin charms. Sure, why not? There you go. Let's interact with Harpae. I feel like, yeah, most of this is just like, you know, again, bonus stuff. I guess a little interesting. Kind of like, it's kind of like filler episodes, you know, in anime. Harpae likes tea. Likes Goodie, you know, obviously. Does not like adults. Harpae knows the location of her every belongings as long as she can remember its existence. If she forgets about them, I guess she doesn't. Good evening, miss. Harpae, come, give me your hand. I'm happy to see you. You seem to be doing well, my girl. You too, Harpae. I have to apologize to you, miss. Apologize? For what? I have underestimated you in the past. You're more capable than I initially thought. There's no need for me to be so harsh, and for that, I apologize. Don't be silly, Harpae. Silly. There's no need to apologize. You helped me, even if it was in your own way. But you... all I ended up doing was press my own frustrations onto you. You did. That's assuming I was the only one who needed a friend, Harpae. Right? You're right, miss. Thank you. I go on the other side. It seems I have plenty of free time on my hands now. Because you don't have to worry about me all the time? Yes. I have always been so focused on taking care of you, I have almost forgotten about myself. Would you let me do the same for you? Do what? Care for you. Things like brushing your hair and keeping you company. You truly are kind, my girl. It's not kindness, Harpae. It's called wanting to be your friend. Thank you. When you think about it, is it kind of weird? Again, I don't know how much of this is supernatural and how much of this is just a dream world. Because I feel like it's very ambiguous, but when you think about it, isn't this just herself? She's just being friends with herself, her own, like, personalities within her own mind. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway. I mean, in a way, I guess it's like, you know, they always say like to love yourself, right? Anyway. Harpy? Yes? Would you read me a story sometime? Of course. You know, Harpy, I've been meaning to ask you something, but I don't want to bother you. Go ahead, my girl. You're blind, aren't you? You know, we're gonna straight up say this, you know? That's a choice I've made. A choice? I'm sure you'll understand in time. Thank you, Harpy. Okay. It's a choice. She just chose to be blind. Which is not unheard of, I guess. There are sometimes people literally lose vision, like in real life, because of like a psychological thing, right? So that is possible. It's not always physical that you lose sight. I don't know what the word for it is, but I think it is. I mean, I imagine it's rare, obviously, but you know, sometimes you know, a lot like you know, rare things you know always happen in fiction because they're rare. So it's more common than it is and actually is in real life. But anyway, about the cardigan. Harpy, how'd you make the cardigan? I do know how to sew. I had it ready for you in case you ever visit me during the colder months. Your home is pretty cold, that's true. I have a whole wardrobe for all seasons, but I never got the chance to show you, did I? Of outfits you made for me? Of course. I couldn't let you wear that dress forever, could I? I made you plenty of summer dresses and winter coats. There are a few fancier gowns too, in case there's a party to attend. Oh, and of course, I did make you a few proper garments for all sorts of activities. They must be somewhere around the parlor. Would you like me to go look for them? Oh no, it's alright, Harpy. I'm just surprised. You never told me you made all that for me. Of course I did. Everything I do with you in mind. Even now? You know you don't have to, Harpy. Why don't you make some dresses for you, too? Dresses for myself. It's just an idea, Harpy, but what if we throw a dress-up party? You enjoy looking after me and chatting, so why not let me do the same? We could come out here to your room and dress in all our different outfits. Maybe try different hairstyles, too. Oh, Goldia. What? Oh, I'm sorry, Harpy. Please don't look so sad. I would love that very, very much, my girl. Thank you. Harpy, I just want to see me more as a friend and not a burden. You were never a burden. I was a burden, Harpy. We both know it. But this time, I'd like to focus on being your friend. Thank you, Goldia. I'd like to ask Harpy. Harpy, I have a question, but I don't want to bother you. There's no need to worry about such things. I'm here to help you however I can, still. That's not going to change. I think you know more than you ever told me, Harpy. You warned me about Lisette, and found some things in your home, too. Or I found some things in your home. I did keep some things from you, although not out of ill will. I understand that now, Harpy, but I still want to ask you. How did you know I was awake? It's difficult to explain, in all honesty. I simply sensed it. The moment you awoke, I was reminded of my purpose, and tried to find you, but you ended up coming to me instead. I have another question, Harpy. What is it? When you took me to the second floor, and we sat in that parlor, everything went dark for a moment. That was you, wasn't it? I'm not angry, I'm really not. It was me, my girl, you're right. We held hands and I took advantage of you. I'm ashamed. I don't quite know how to apologize. What does that mean? What do you mean take advantage of? Anyway, Harpy. I simply wanted to see my home again. I still do, but I'm ever so afraid of what I might find. You mentioned your blindness was a choice. That's precisely why I can't bring myself to undo it, my girl. I don't feel ready to face everything. Harpy. I know how you feel, Harpy, but it's alright. I'm here with you now. Besides, I've already seen your home and it's not so bad. You're ever so cheerful nowadays. I'm so glad, Goldia. So it was thanks to you, Harpy. Again, she's blind technically, but like, wait. When you think about it, like, how does she sew then if she's blind? You know, like, I mean, she can probably still learn, but like, how can she like differentiate between colors? You know, it's like, I don't know. Again, I feel like it's, I don't know. it's like a dream world, right? So it doesn't have to make sense. Anyway, have an idea? Harpae, I had this idea, but I'd like to ask you what you think about it first. Of course, my girl. What's worrying you? It's Lisette and Fleta and you. I don't seem to follow. Have you never felt curious about them? Did you ever think of meeting them? Well, no, I suppose not. Why is that, Harpae? You warned me about Lisette, but you never mentioned Fleta, and I'm still not sure you ever met Lisette either. I've never met them, my girl. Would you like to? I know it sounds strange, but I've met all of you, and I think maybe it'd be a good thing if everyone got together. You're the only one I could ask, Harpae. Fleta doesn't like sharing, so she'd probably say no. Lisette would. I'm not sure she's ready to talk to anyone, but I can't help but think this would help everyone get along, and maybe Harpae, making friends could make you want to see again. Goodie. I'm sorry, I really just want to help, and everyone's so lonely, Harpae. Fleta's lonely, I can tell just by looking at her, and Lisette's never had a chance to make friends, ever. I'm not as lonely because I have all of you I can rely on for anything, but even you, Harpae. You're here all alone. I feel terrible when it's time to leave, and I can't be with you all at once. You know, I'm simply a puppet for the player, you know? Once they close the game, we'll never see you all ever again. Goodie. I'm sorry, Harpae, I know I said too much. I'm not entirely sure about being able to see again, but I believe we should all meet each other then. I'll be more than glad to do so, my girl. I'm really glad to hear that, Harpae. To be honest with you, I'm scared of asking them both. And it'll probably take time until Fleta gets used to the idea, and Lisette needs time for herself, but knowing you support it makes me feel a lot more confident. You've really known. Are you really known? I feel like it should be you really grown. I feel like, I don't know. You really grown, Goodie. You think so? I can see you have. I see. I see. But she doesn't. Anyway, alright. Guess that's it. There you go, some conversation with Harpae. I imagine if I select this is just a theater again. So, I don't know, just gonna click on it, but we're not really gonna watch it, I feel like. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same thing. However, after the theater, I imagine, yeah, everything slightly changes a little bit. It's more bloody. I don't think it changes any, like, new dialogue. I checked with Fleta, it doesn't seem to change anything with dialogue, however. It just changes the background. I mean, it makes sense. By the way, this is a horror game, so. And here's the circus. Let's go to the circus. And meet with Lisette. Over here. You know, she didn't say much when we met her here. I'm assuming this is the real Lisette. You know, in contrast to all of the other Lisettes that try to murder us. I'm assuming. At least that's the implication. You know, whatever that means, you know, it's like, again, the world just doesn't make any sense. It's all just illogical, but like how you differentiate between the clones and like who controls the clones? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't have to make sense. It's all symbolic. But Lisette, she likes Goodie, but she dislikes jokes. Lisette rids herself of impure feelings by casting them into mirror reflections. Her real self rests locked away. So that's how they explain it, I guess. She quite literally like creates reflections of herself and then sets them out into the world. literally. Lisette, are you looking at the moon? May I keep you company for a little while? Yes. The moon is really bright. I like it. Me too. Do you usually stay here like this? Yes, I like it here. It's peaceful. I see. Maybe I'm bothering you. I'll leave if you want me to. No. It's fine. Lisette, Can I come visit you like this once in a while? You can. Thank you. A woman of few words, by the way. Seems like. A typical introvert, by the way. No, Lisette, I was meaning to ask you. Would you like me to brush your hair sometime? Why? Well, I like it actually. I was thinking we could spend more time together too. Go for walks or have some tea together. Would you like that? I think so. Thank you, Lisette. What is it, Lisette? Lisette? I still resent you. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Lisette. But you're keeping your word. On wanting to know me. I am. I want to be closer to you, Lisette. Goodie. Yes, Lisette? I'll be waiting. For you. Thank you, Lisette. Any more to say? Ellipses. Is everything alright, Goodie? Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Lisette. I was lost in thought for a moment. What were you thinking about? About this place, actually. It's really peaceful and bright, and the moon's so big. I could stay here looking at it forever. What about the flowers? There's a lot of them. Did you put them here? I did. So you like flowers? White ones, or do you like other flowers? And these smell so good, too. I really can't get enough of this place. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisette. You say sorry a lot. Oh well, I got a little carried away. I didn't mean to overwhelm you, or... I like white flowers. And the scent. I see. Is it alright if I bring you flowers then? Next time I visit. White flowers? If they're your favorite, I can bring you some white flowers. Thank you, Goodie. Can I ask you a question? There's something I want to ask you, Lisette. But I want you to only answer if you want to, alright? Why were there so many of you? Why did you unlock the power of a shadow clone jutsu? How did you do that? To protect me. I see. Were you aware of what they did, or, you know, like all the times you stabbed me right in the gut here, right here, all the blood came out? I'm sorry, Lisette, I know I'm asking too much. When I was sad, I would send a different Lisette to deal with it. Lisette. I know, Goodie. What I did isn't different from what you did to me. That's what I was wondering as well. What do they mean by that? Because there is some kind of thing going on where, like, apparently Goodie did something to Lisette, though I'm not sure if Lisette is even real, you know? Again, like, I'm just assuming that these are fossils of her personality, or they could be someone, like, they could be real? I don't know. Not entirely sure. How does that work if these characters are real then? If she did something in the past to her? I'm not sure. Anyway, but what I did isn't different from what you did to me. No, Lisette. I don't think of it that way. Feelings are difficult to deal with, Lisette. It's really... Goodie. We did wrong. Lisette. That's why I feel like I could forgive you someday. I understand how you felt and how you feel now. I want to be friends, Goodie. Just as much as you do. So I can forgive you and forgive myself and... And? Say back. Tell you Lisette. I'll do my best, Lisette, for you and for us. would you like to visit? Lisette, I was wondering, would you like to come visit sometime? Visit? My home, or my favorite place, maybe I should say. It's not much, it's actually somewhat similar to this place, but you've never left here, have you? No. Would you like to? Well, I can describe it for you. It's just a corridor with big windows and white curtains. It's very sunny, the kind of sunlight that makes your eyes water a little, and it's peaceful. It's also quiet and warm, and I thought, since you let me into this place where you feel most at home, I also want to come visit my own favorite place, the one that feels most like home to me. Would you like that? It's really just a suggestion, Lisette. You can say no if you don't want to, alright? No, I would like to. It sounds nice. Alright then. I'm glad, Lisette. Thank you. Claudia. Nothing. I just wanted to say your name. So much irritating. I guess that's it. No more questions? Yeah, it seems to imply that she wants, everyone to be together and everything. Have a little party, Alright, guess we'll leave. Also, click on her theater real quick. Even though we're not going to watch it necessarily. Hopefully it's nothing new. I'm assuming, it starts the same. This is just an MP4 file, in the game. It's a video file. So we can safely skip it. And then, the background changes. Ah! Okay. Now it's like her. Like dancing around. Good. Alright. And of course, there's her. Angel! Cost 30 pumpkin charms. Oop. I'll talk to you. Angel likes pumpkin pie. Dislikes lies. Again, a lot of characters that hate lies. The outside world fascinates Angel. Her wish is to be able to ride a carousel one day, especially the one with the horses. You're here. Angel. Looking a lot more cheerful, aren't you? I guess so. It's good to see you in a better mood. You should have come by sooner. I miss your company. Angel, we should have some tea together. Yes. You're not as stupid as I thought. Is that a compliment, or? Now that I think about it, I don't really know you. But I would like to spend more time with you. Me too, Angel. I'd like you to tell me more about that carousel thing. The one with the horses. Alright. It's very fun. I like this swing we're on right now. Is this fun? Isn't it? I guess so. What other things are there? Let's see. There are parks. You can have a picnic under a big tree. What's a picnic? It's when you have a meal outside in parks or gardens. You lie down on the grass and eat all day. That sounds nice. Doesn't it? You sure know a lot of things. I guess. Would you tell me more about all the things I don't know? I like to hear you talk about them. Of course, Angel. You can ask me anything. Alright. Oh, is that it? I guess that's it. I don't know. Like one conversation, really. Anything on this? Of course, this is the same. Oh, and much more scary. And her her finger got cut off. Can I talk to you again just to see? Is there more? I don't know. I'll double check. Oh, here you go. There are some questions. Do you regret it? I was wondering, Angel, Hmm? Do you regret staying here with me? I know this isn't what you wanted at all. I didn't know what I wanted, Goldia. Of course I would love to see what's out there, but everything has always been decided for me. Since the beginning. Angel, I don't regret it, Goldia. You can stop looking at me like that. I didn't mean to. You're simply worried, I know. Say, now that I'm here with you, there's something I want to ask you. What is it, Angel? I don't belong here, though I was made to believe I did. Do you regret it? Angel, I'm a reminder, aren't I? Of him and of what you went through because of me. You're also my friend. I never acted as a friend to you, Goldia. It was all part of the plan. I was so foolish that whole time. Even so, Angel, even you weren't meant to be here, you are now. I don't regret it one bit. You're really so... What? Did I say something wrong? You know, Goldia, I don't know much about anything, let alone living and being around others, but you make it so easy. You make this place feel like home in a way he never did, or ever could. Angel, there's nothing to regret here, Goldia. I was made to be with you. I see that now. About your finger. Learn about your finger. Angel, what about your finger? What about it? Does it hurt? I could try to make it better. Oh, it doesn't hurt anymore, strangely enough. Though it did when I lost it, but only for a moment. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, but I'm also thinking it's because I never experienced real pain. Why do you say that? It's a strange feeling. When I came to, I remember feeling jealousy, anger, and this very intense desire. Then when I first saw you, and after all that time we spent together, I started feeling confused. I think I started doubting myself and what he taught me, I think. I started liking you too, spending time with you and talking. Angel. Oh, this doesn't answer your question, does it? What I think is that I'm incomplete still. I've never lived, at least not in the true sense of the word. I know next to nothing about the world, about you, about this place. Not knowing physical pain, I believe, makes it difficult for me to understand how to feel about my hand. Oh, Angel, you'd never know what physical pain is. I won't let you. What? Why? Your finger is going to hurt. It's better if you don't know about it, don't you think? Just don't. Just simply don't feel pain. What's so funny? I'm serious, Angel. I'm not gonna hold back from living because of a finger, Goldia. It's not just a finger, Angel. You'll feel in pain, and I'm assuming anguished. Miserable. Yes. So what? What? I told you, Goldia, I want to live. That's why I stayed with you. Even if I don't get to experience the outside world, I want to experience whatever I can. Live the best of my ability with you. Angel, if it's pain that's waiting for me, then so be it. I know you'll make it better for me anyway. Right? Of course, Angel. I trust you, Goldia. You know that. Now tell me more about that carousel thing. Why does it have to spin? Why does it have to spin? I don't know. Just because. Since you're staying? I was wondering, Angel. Do you like it here? Well, it's a little empty. I do like the stars in the swing, but other than that, everything's a little... vague? Vague, yes. You know, each of us, or each one of us, has their own home of sorts. A place that brings us comfort, you see. In my case, it's a corridor with plenty of sunlight, and it's warm and I feel safe there. Fleta and Harpae both have their own homes with a lot of different floors and rooms. Lisette has... well, it's a bit of a mess still, but she has this one place covered in flowers. What I'm trying to say, Angel, I know it's a little too soon for you and still haven't gotten used to this. But you can do anything you want, you know. Anything I want. What if I don't know what I want? Well, you have plenty of time to figure it out, but... how about a garden? Or a room you feel at peace in? You don't have a bed, for example. Maybe that's a good starting point. What do you think? A bed. I guess a bed will come in handy, that's true. The only place I have to sit is swing, or the only place I have to sit is the swing anyway. I understand it's a little challenging for you to wrap your head around this. But what if I bring you some books? Oh, I like that. You would? It's really no problem. Harpae and Fleta have a ton of books. Do those have pictures? I'm sure they do. Why? Reading is boring. I haven't read anything yet, I can already tell I hate it. I'll bring you a ton of books with pictures then, don't worry. I'll bring you my favorite manga. Have you ever heard of Frankenfraud? No. Alright, there you go. Okay. So that's, that's a bunch of little extra things of her. It's kind of like meta, I guess, but like, I guess the extra rooms, or the bonus rooms, are kind of like, assuming the ending is kind of like where everything is fine. It's like everyone survived, everyone's on good terms with each other, and, everything's fine, basically. What about this guy, though? 30 pumpkin charms, so this is the last room, I guess. There you go. Oh, you can look at that apple. The letter. Interesting. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, let's talk to him first, I guess. That's the pumpkin. Likes dark humor. Dislikes munters in general. This strange boy takes contracts very seriously and will not hesitate to charge his price regardless of the circumstances. His familiars take the shape of pumpkins. Okay, I kind of suspected that, you're right. So all the little pumpkins that we talked to are actually because of him. I was thinking that he talked through them, as a way to trick us or something, but I guess they're more so just, random familiars. So they may not all simply agree with him. Anyway, what's your goal? Couldn't have thought of a more boring question, could you? You humans and your goals, your passions, your raison d'etre. Raison d'etre? Raison d'etre? Oh. Now let's see. I'm here to see an old promise through, mainly. I was sold this one soul and simply came around to slip it up. No one could have expected I'd end up reaping 7. What a deal. Well, technically one of these souls didn't even qualify as one, and I'm still holding on to one other to sip on later. I'll be honest with you, Pumpkin. Human, let's pretend I don't know. Watching Elise thrashing about, digging her own grave and all that was already a treat. Especially when she ditched that lover of hers. You should have seen that look on her face. Oh, even I'm becoming nostalgic for Elise. So delightful. Even after all these years, right into her last moments, she would look at me with this. You know that broken look on your humans' faces? The one right after you realize you made a big mistake. Elisa's look of regret was truly... I don't even have the words to describe it, Pumpkin. Too bad she wouldn't join me. I sure tried. I guess gold just wasn't her color. I have to hand it to her, though. She did a truly splendid job. What was your question again? Okay, so that revealed a lot. So I guess apparently, yeah, he had some interaction with Elise, which is Goldia's mother. And it's also implied that, I guess in his ending anyway, he took all the souls, right? So he slurped up all the souls. As in 7 souls? So that implies that all the characters that we see in the game are people, I guess. They're separate souls in her mind? I don't know, I'm so confused. Anyway, but 7, 7 as in well, how much do you count for? I guess Goldia, Fleta, Harpae, Lisette. That's 4. I guess Egliette technically is sentient, so that's 5. Angel, I guess, even though he made Angel, so that's why he said it doesn't count really. And number 7, I mean the only character I can think of is Henry, I guess. We barely met him, but I don't know. I'm not sure. All 7 souls accounted for? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway. What about Henry? What about Henry, huh? I'll take my time savoring him. Not an ounce of regret or guilt in his soul, sadly. I sure tried instilling it in him, but he's as stubborn as his mother used to be. Perhaps now that I've done away with Goldia? Even so, I don't think that would add anything of worth to his soul. Whatever the case, I've done my part in taking him with me. All I have to do now is sit back and have my assistant do some of the dirty work for me, Isn't that great? Perhaps that's not the most fitting term. A messenger. I do send him here and there, tormenting foolish humans over their regrets and whatnot. Oh, a cook. His tormenting does make those indebted to me a little more regretful and guilty. Adds some extra flavor, I could say. No? Tough crowd. Okay. So like Henry, so basically Henry, he's employed Henry, you know? Henry is his employee. I'm guessing, I don't know, like I don't know the full story, but like my theory is that Henry is dead because it's implied in, again, assuming it's canonical, which I don't know which is canon and which is not, but I don't know. But like in ending 2 anyway, Goldie wakes up and you see that medical report, her family is deceased, you know, and the medical report seems to imply that she, you know, has some mental problems or something. Like, I think I saw dementia on the medical report. Like, she's forgetting some memories or whatever, right? So maybe that's part of the problem, right? She's forgetting stuff. And I'm assuming by family, you know, you look at the picture, when you pick up those wax records, you slowly, one by one, if you look at the gallery, it seems like they're getting crossed out, their faces. Like her the mother, and then like Henry, and then the father, you know, finally. And then like a smile on like Gaudia's face. So like it's kind of like, I'm assuming maybe her family died one by one for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason they died, including Henry. So like Henry, I'm imagining maybe what happened to him is that he made a deal with the devil as he died, I guess, and therefore his soul belongs to this demon, and that's why he's helping him. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Anyway, what are you? Nicely put, Pumpkin. Human? Doesn't matter. You're fully aware of what I am, there's no point to answering that question. Instead, I'm going to tell you a tale about this strange concept you humans tend to love. That's if you regret your wrongdoings enough, if you repent and carry the weight of your actions. You'll eventually find your calling and, let's say, ascend. Earn a privileged position in the afterlife. There's no such thing as repenting, Pumpkin. Once you've sinned, you're a sinner. That's what's so beautiful about it. I feasted on the greedy, the lustful, the envious, and the heretics. Now, they all taste pretty great, but I have to say my soft spot is for the ones that attempt to repent. There's something about those who can't fully commit to their innermost desires that I can't resist. Doesn't matter if they regret it immediately or if they take their time simmering on it. What I want is that heavy, painful burden humans carry in their hearts and minds after they've done something truly despicable. Regret, Pumpkin. That's what I'm after. If only you could taste it, you poor thing. Okay, he's literally Satan. He's literally Satan. Or whatever. He's Lucifer, I'm assuming. And that's what he does. Like, I don't know. I guess the story is kind of like, it's partially supernatural, partially like in a dream world, because everything's based on Gaudia's memories, I'm assuming. And he's eating her memories, I'm assuming is what's happening. So like if she doesn't, you know, properly like accept her past and everything and get like a good ending, then she simply gets consumed by this demon, which I'm assuming, you know, knows her because her mother made a deal. You know, Elise made a deal with this demon as well. I don't know what the deal was. I'm assuming it's like a it's a deal with good intentions, but obviously, you know, anytime you make a deal with the devil, you know, bad things happen. Anyway, can I look at this? What is this? What is this apple? Is this? Oh, it's just the credits. It's just the credits. We don't know. We already looked at the credits like 10 times. At least I did anyway. Oh, and then everything's on fire. Good. What's this? Okay, I guess this is the full letter. Huh. It says here something Elise. So it's like, is it Dear Elise? I'm assuming it's German, maybe. Well, anyway, let's see. I'm writing you this letter on my deathbed in order to cleanse myself of my own demons. I don't have much time left, nor do I have the right to bind you to my rules any longer. Unfortunately, my sins have now become your burden. Mother will not be able to accompany her little girl on her painful journey, but please, do not doubt these feelings I harbor for you, my precious children. Ever since that fateful day, my soul has become restless with regret. I've been driven by greed in all that I've done, blame my own foolishness on the innocent. I've exchanged my humanity, Jojo. No, I've exchanged my humanity for a chance at happiness for both myself and my family. But for you, my dear daughter, I have left nothing but shame. On that fateful day, I gained everything and lost everything. I believe this sacrifice of mine has benefited you, my dear. I exchanged my most beloved one for a dubious promise, one which has deprived you of your freedom. Oh, my dear children, how I regret this sacrifice of mine. Hidden away in the forest's depths, I exchanged your name with a certain someone for a single chance at happiness. All I can ask of you now is your forgiveness and to please keep your memories close to your heart. Okay, so that's the full letter. Okay, I'm assuming that is Elise. Even though it says Elise in the name, maybe it's from Elise, not dear Elise. So that's from Elise to Goldia, I'm assuming. And that's to imply that she made a deal with the devil, you know, this devil in particular, in the forest, in the depths of the forest. And again, I don't know the nature of this deal or what exactly it did, but I'm assuming it did something, you know, and that's why she's regretting it in her deathbed. And she's warning, you know, Goldia to keep her memories closer because that's the key to, like, overcoming the demon. I'm assuming the demon has something to do with, like, eating her memories. I'm assuming that's what he does. Kind of like maybe like a side effect, I'm not sure. But there you go. I guess that's the game. I explored as much as I can. I got all of the endings. I unlocked all the extra stuff. And all the lore tidbits, little secrets, I think. I don't know if there's more to explore. I do know that, you know, compared to the original game, there is a little bit more, you know, new game plus stuff, I guess. I guess the only thing I didn't show was all of the developer commentary, but I don't know how important that is. You know, it's not, I don't feel like it's that important. But there you go. You know, again, I explore as much as I can. I feel like that's it with my time with this game. And well, I'm just thinking about the story, really. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's someone smarter than me that can, like, really understand all of this, you know? But, like, what I understand, basically, is that it's kind of like a mixture of, like, a dream and a mixture of, like, supernatural elements. You know, there's something to do with both, I feel like. It's, like, kind of half and half, you know? It's very ambiguous, you know, where I feel like the developer is saying, like, oh, it can be either, you know, it can be either one. But like from the context of all the endings, you know, it seems like at least on first impressions, you know, it seems like this is all just in her head. You know, she's just dreaming about this. She's going through a bunch of like surreal adventures, I guess, in her mind. You know, which is like exactly what dreams are, and all the characters that she meets are simply just parts of our own personality. You know, like, you know, how Fleta is like very childish. You know, Harpies are like selfless, you know, to the point of like, you know, hurting herself basically, and like Lisette is like very like vengeful, you know. So all these are like the bad parts of her personality, and also the good parts, I guess, because if she accepts them, you know, they all merge into one, you know, and that creates herself basically. It's just herself. And also Angel, I guess. Angel is kind of like the wrench, you know, in the machine, where like Angel technically doesn't belong in this world. So that's why it's very implied that, for example, the pumpkin demon, you know, basically saying, and also Angel and everything is kind of like an external influence that does not apply. You know, it like they wouldn't exist if this was simply a dream. So that makes me wonder like how much of it is supernatural, right? But yeah, the first impression though definitely is like the idea is that all of it is just her. It's just like different parts of her, and she needs to accept it, or otherwise, you know, if she doesn't accept it, obviously, then, you know, she either loses herself, you know, in the dream world, becomes platinum, basically, like she just doesn't know who she is herself, and I imagine maybe just never remembers who she truly is, or like she rejects them all, you know, and gets like eaten by the demon, I'm assuming, you know, like either killed or like you know, captured by a demon. Her soul is like swallowed up, I'm assuming, something like that. But if she does accept them, you know, I'm assuming the canonical ending is that she does accept all of these, you know, different parts of her. She wakes up, you know, remembering everything. You know, look at the medical record. One of the, you know, one of the things that says in the medical records that she has dementia. So I'm assuming there's some kind of trauma that happened because her family died, right? I feel like that's the biggest implication is that Henry, her twin brother, and her father and mother, they all died for some reason. I don't know if it's ever explained, but they all died, and that's probably what caused her amnesia, or something like that. She probably fell into deep sleep or something, and that's probably what happened. She didn't wake up in a hospital though. Like, I don't know. I mean, technically, I think it said like 18 something is her birth date, so I guess it's the 1800s. I don't know, hospitals. I don't know. At least modern hospitals maybe didn't exist back then. But I mean, she is rich, so like maybe she had like a personal doctor, and she just simply lived by herself, maybe in like a empty mansion. I'm assuming something like that. The game seems to imply she's filthy rich. I don't know. Maybe she does wear like a lot of fancy dresses, and then she mentions how like. I think she mentioned at one point like a maid uniform, so it does imply that she had servants and all that, right? There's a theme going on there where she's like a princess, right? So I feel like she's filthy, stinking rich. But anyway, but yeah, but I'm assuming after the trauma though, she lost all her memories and she's not feeling well and everything, and it was I think even before that, her mental health was already declining. I think it was implied in the library, her father, I'm assuming her father anyway, was referring to her, to how unwell she is and everything, right? Yeah, even more so after, I'm assuming they all died? I think it says deceased on the medical record regarding family. I think. I could be wrong. And I don't know. Either they're dead or simply not with her anymore. I don't know. At least her mother is dead, though. I think it was confirmed that Elise is dead. As I mentioned, a deathbed, right? So at least her mother is dead at the very least. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure though. But yeah. So that's the theory anyway. Again, the characters that we meet are simply parts of herself. It could also mean because the game also implies that they have souls though, that they're sentient, and the whole Henry thing as well. Like Henry apparently is still living as like I'm assuming a spirit, right? That's controlled by the pumpkin demon guy. So like there's again a supernatural element, so like maybe the other parts of her are not actually parts of her, they're actually just real characters living in her head. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. Like it's like a different dimension maybe. I don't know, it gets really confusing if you think of it that way though. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure if it's that. It could also be like maybe the characters that we meet, Fleta, Harpae, Egliette and Lisette, they represent characters like real people in her real life, but she hasn't met, like her real friends, but they're somehow not taught on speaking terms, maybe like the memories of them, but not exactly, if that makes sense. So like the memories of people she's met in the past that have taken their own, personality in her dream world, maybe, possibly. Which, if you think of it that way, it's kind of sad when you think about it. She's literally making like fake friends in her own head. I feel like I don't know if that's what the game is trying to imply. I don't know. There's I feel like a lot of ways you can think about it, but that's basically all I understand. So basically to summarize is it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. I feel like especially in the very beginning, it's very on the nose, but the Alice in Wonderland motifs. But like I feel like I feel like it's definitely taking inspiration from Alice in Wonderland, where everything is like really surreal and weird and everything, and Alice at the end wakes up and it's like, oh, it's a dream, but is it? It's like, is it a dream or was it like kind of real at the same time, right? So I think that's what the game is going for. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone who's smarter than me can piece together the real plot, but that's what I understand from it. But there you go. I mean, what can I say? I mean, Pocket Mirror, I mean, I never played the original, but from what I played of the remake, it's really good. I mean, obviously, it seems to have a high budget behind it, but like, everything is just good. The visuals are good, music is good. What can I say? Everything is just really well done. The puzzles are balanced. I think especially with the remake, I think they made it easier basically, but like it works for me. And yeah, I mean, all the little set pieces as well, really good. It gets a little bit like I mentioned before, it gets a bit like a walking simulator at the end, especially Lisette's Lisette's chapter, where you're basically just watching a music video. But like, I don't know, I still like it, because they're still like interesting to me, and I like how everything is symbolic, and it's interesting trying to like understand, what's actually going on based on what you're seeing. I do like the whole dream motif though. I like games like that. Other games I've played in the past that have a similar theme would be like Amori, for example. Amori and I believe Enroll. And some other games probably, but that's the two games that stand out in my mind that I've done playthroughs on. Those are pretty good. So those ones are pretty good too. It has a similar idea, I feel like, where everything is represented through metaphors and symbols, and it's kind of like weird, weird looking, but I like it. Now, obviously, the anime style helps too. I feel like it has kind of like a nostalgic anime art style to it as well, which I like. But yeah, anything else? I think that's it. I guess the only thing definitely is, if you really want to 100% this game, it does take a while. I don't know. I guess it comes with the territory because it's just an RPG Maker game. But like, I do wish it was kind of easier to like, try to like go through all the different like parts. Because if you really want to get all the endings, it is a very repetitive. Because you have to skip through the dialogue. It doesn't go very fast, and the parts where you have to like just simply walk, basically, that's when it takes the longest. Cutscenes basically. So it is a little annoying that you go through the game like 5 times. 2 times at most. Especially because on the second playthrough there is developer commentary, which is pretty interesting. Just something new at least. But otherwise, the third, the fourth, and the fifth one, I don't know. You have to go through it like many times, I feel like. Unless you plan it from the very beginning, you have to strategically plan how to branch everything at the very beginning. I guess I would have saved more time if I did that, but I feel like I would spoil myself, if I did that. But yeah, if you want to get everything, it is pretty repetitive. But I that's the only thing I feel like that's annoying in this game. Yeah, everything else though, I think is worth the price. I feel like. I have a soft spot for like RPG Maker games, so I think it's worth it, especially the art style and everything. But yeah, I think that's it. That does basically, that's it with that's it for Pocket Mirror, GoldenerTraum. Had a good time with it. But there you go. I guess that's it for this game. I do want to mention, actually, one more thing I do want to mention is that apparently, it's still in the works, and I don't know if it'll ever come out, but apparently there is kind of like I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel, but there's a second game of this, in this universe, actually, that the developer was working on. I don't know if it'll ever come out, but apparently it's called Goodie Two Shoes. I think it's the title anyway. I don't know. I guess we'll see. If it ever comes out, maybe I'll check that one out too. But it seems interesting. But there you go. But yeah, that's it for this game. So let me just say my usual things. So I guess if you're watching the video and you want to see more content, then don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can also check out my other playthroughs on the channel. As I mentioned before, if you're interested in something like kind of similar, I would encourage you to check out maybe Amori or Enroll, or both, really. They have like similar themes, the whole idea of like being in a dream world. Pretty interesting. Though they're more like RPGs though. They're less puzzles and more like just like your typical RPG, just like, leveling up, in RPG fights. But I like them. And but yeah, if you didn't know, I also stream these games live, so you can also when you subscribe, you can also click on the bell and change it from personalized to all if you'll get notified when I go live. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.